Today's video delves into the poignant and captivating tale of Tyrone Power, the charismatic star who mesmerized audiences around the globe while filming Solomon and Sheba in 1958. Tragically, Power's life was cut short at the age of 44 due to a heart attack, a sudden end to his remarkable rise in the film industry. Despite being warned by his doctor about a serious congenital heart condition, Power chose to prioritize his passion for acting over his health. This decision ultimately led to his untimely demise on set, a stark reminder of the hidden dangers that often accompany the pursuit of fame. As we explore the heights of Power's stardom, we will also uncover the pressures he faced, the events leading up to that fateful day, and the impact of his loss on Hollywood. His story serves as a chilling testament to the costs of ambition, the fragility of life, and the legacy of a star who shone brightly yet left us too soon. From an operatic start, Tyrone Power's life was steeped in a rich theatrical heritage. His family background was filled with a lengthy history of actors, which undoubtedly influenced his career choice. Tyrone Power was born in 1914 in Cincinnati, Ohio, into a family where performance was a way of life. His father, Tyrone Power Sr., was a well-known actor, and this legacy extended back through generations. Power's grandfather and great-grandfather were also comedians and stage performers, creating a lineage deeply rooted in the arts. Adding to this impressive heritage, Power's paternal great-grandmother connected him to the renowned stage actor Laurence Olivier, a figure celebrated for his contributions to theater. Furthermore, the theatrical director Sir Tyrone Guthrie was linked to Power's father's first cousin, Ethel Lenu, who was also a theater actor. This extensive family background in performance arts made it almost inevitable for Power to pursue a career in acting, as he was surrounded by the influence of talented individuals who paved the way for him in the world of entertainment. After his father left, Tyrone Power faced significant family struggles. His father, Tyrone Power Sr., had committed adultery, which led to the split of his parents. The hectic travel and performance schedule of his father made it difficult for the family to stay together. As a result, Tyrone Power Sr. did not see his children, Tyrone and his sister, for many years after the abandonment. Their mother, Helen, took on the responsibility of raising her two children alone in California. Despite the challenges, she was determined to provide them with the best opportunities. Helen ensured that both Tyrone and his sister took diction and voice control classes. She believed these skills would make their transition into acting smoother. Her dedication to their education and development was a crucial part of their lives, shaping their future in the entertainment industry. The struggles they faced as a family only strengthened their resolve to succeed in their chosen paths. In 1931, Tyrone Power's father, the well-known actor Tyrone Power Sr., returned to his son's life when Power was just 16 years old. This reunion was significant as his father aimed to guide him in becoming a Shakespearean actor. The transition from New York to Hollywood was a big step, but despite having a famous name, Power struggled to find acting roles. His father's death later that same year added to the challenges he faced. With his dreams of Hollywood fading and financial struggles mounting, Power made the difficult decision to leave behind the film industry. He hoped that Broadway would offer better opportunities for his talent. Upon relocating to New York, he quickly caught the eye of theater owner Katharine Cornell. She recognized his potential and helped him secure his first major role as Benvolio in a production of Romeo and Juliet. This marked a pivotal moment in his early career, setting the stage for his future in acting. After a remarkable performance on Broadway as Benvolio in Romeo and Juliet, Tyrone Power caught the attention of a talent scout. This scout recognized his potential and quickly reached out to offer him a film contract with Universal Studios, one of the most prominent studios in Hollywood at the time. However, Power was at a crossroads. He sought the advice of Katharine Cornell, a respected figure in the theater world. Cornell advised him against rushing into a contract with Universal. She believed that Power should gain more experience and training before making such a significant commitment. Taking her words to heart, Power made the difficult decision to decline the offer from Universal Studios. This choice reflected his understanding of the importance of honing his craft and not jumping into the film industry too soon. By prioritizing his development as an actor, Power demonstrated a level of maturity and foresight that would serve him well in his future career. Eventually, a significant opportunity arose for Tyrone Power in Hollywood. After he initially turned down an offer from Universal Studios, he continued to focus on honing his craft for theater roles. His dedication and talent did not go unnoticed. This time, 20th Century Fox took an interest in him, eager to seize the moment and bring him into their fold. The studio recognized the potential and power and arranged for him to undergo a screen test. This was a crucial step, as it would determine whether he could transition from the stage to the silver screen. Power approached the screen test with confidence and skill, impressing the studio executives with his performance. He passed the test with great distinction, showcasing his ability to captivate an audience not just in live theater, but also in film. As a result of his outstanding performance, Tyrone Power was offered a contract with 20th Century Fox, marking the beginning of a new and exciting chapter in his acting career. Lloyd's of London marked a significant turning point in Tyrone Power's career. Henry King, the director, saw potential in Power and offered him a chance to audition for a role in the film. The challenge was clear. Power needed to outperform the actor who had been cast in the previous version, Don Amici. Fortunately for Power, Amici had just signed a deal with 20th Century Fox, which meant Power would not be competing against an established star. This situation provided a unique opportunity for a newcomer like Power to shine. During the audition, Darryl F. Zanuck, the head of 20th Century Fox, was impressed by Power's performance. His talent and charisma stood out, leading to him being awarded the major role in the film. Although Power was a novice in the movie industry at that time, this opportunity set the stage for his rise in popularity. The success of Lloyd's of London would pave the way for a flourishing career in Hollywood, showcasing his abilities and charm to a wider audience. With his remarkable capabilities of enticement, Tyrone Power dominated the box office for the next 7 years between 1936 and 1943. During this time, he became one of the most sought-after leading men in Hollywood, captivating audiences with his charm and talent. He appeared in several popular movies that showcased his range and appeal. One of his notable films was The Mask of Zorro, where he played the heroic character with a blend of swashbuckling action and romantic allure. In Marie Antoinette, he portrayed a dashing figure in a lavish historical setting, further solidifying his status as a romantic lead. Power also took on the role of the infamous outlaw in Jesse James, where his performance added depth to the legendary figure. In Café Metropole, he displayed his ability to navigate both drama and comedy, engaging viewers with his dynamic presence. His film Second Honeymoon allowed him to explore themes of love and relationships, while in Old Chicago showcased his talent in a grand historical narrative. Each of these films contributed to his rising fame and established him as a major star of his era, making him a household name and a beloved figure in the world of cinema. Tyrone Power's love life flourished behind the scenes, captivating not only his audience, but also the many women who admired him. His striking good looks and charm made him a heartthrob of his time, drawing thousands of fans to theaters eager to see him on screen. As he starred in various films, his relationships with co-stars often made headlines, adding to the intrigue surrounding his personal life. Power's romantic entanglements were the subject of much speculation, with many wondering about the nature of his connections with leading ladies. His on-screen chemistry translated into real-life friendships and romances, which only fueled the public's fascination. The allure of his relationships was as compelling as the roles he played, making him a figure of both admiration and envy. His love life was a blend of passion and drama, reflecting the intensity of his performances. As he navigated the complexities of fame and romance, Power's story became intertwined with the golden age of Hollywood, leaving a lasting impression on fans and the film industry alike. During the shooting of the movie Suze in 1938, Tyrone Power met the French actress Annabella, who was born Suzanne Georgette Charpentier. Their connection blossomed quickly, and they fell in love almost instantly. After spending time together, including romantic dinners, their relationship deepened. Power was so taken with Annabella that he decided to adopt her daughter, further solidifying their bond. The couple married in 1939, creating a life together that seemed promising. However, as time went on, their relationship faced challenges. Despite their initial passion, the couple filed for divorce in 1948, marking the end of their marriage. Their love story, filled with both joy and heartache, remains a notable chapter in Power's life, reflecting the complexities of love in the world of Hollywood. After Tyrone Power adopted Anne, he enlisted in the military, which marked a significant change in their lives. Despite their efforts to maintain their marriage during his service, they parted ways shortly after he returned. The challenges of military life and the pressures of Hollywood took a toll on their relationship. Meanwhile, film producer and studio boss Darryl F. Zanuck was not pleased with Power's relationship with Annabella. Zanuck believed that Power's single status was one of his most appealing selling points. He felt that having Power in a committed relationship could diminish his marketability. Zanuck's discontent grew when a photo surfaced that included Annabella, which he saw as a threat to Power's image. In an attempt to resolve the situation, Zanuck offered Annabella numerous film jobs outside of the United States, hoping to convince her to return to Europe. However, Annabella was determined to stay with Power and turned down all of Zanuck's offers. This situation created tension not only in Power's personal life, but also within the studio, as Zanuck struggled to manage the implications of their relationship on Power's career. Annabella faced a significant penalty when she was suspended due to her refusal to comply with Zan's regulations. This decision was not made lightly, as it reflected the complex dynamics between her professional obligations and personal relationships. The actress later acknowledged that, while she had the strength to resist the demands of the studio executive, she found it much harder to do the same when it came to her lover, Tyrone Power. This struggle highlighted the emotional conflict she experienced, caught between her career and her feelings. Several years later, she reflected on this situation, revealing that Tyrone did not know how to say no to someone like Zan. In a different interview, she expressed that Zan's influence could not diminish the deep love that existed between her and Tyrone. Their bond remained strong despite the pressures from the outside world, illustrating the powerful connection they shared. Annabella's experiences shed light on the challenges faced by actors in navigating their careers while maintaining personal relationships, especially in the demanding environment of Hollywood. Despite the initial excitement of their romance, Tyrone Power and Annabella faced significant challenges in their marriage. Annabella was seeking a quick divorce from her first husband, French actor Jean Morat, when she met Power. This complicated their relationship, as she was still legally married at the time. The couple had to navigate the complexities of her situation, which added strain to their budding romance. Once Annabella finally secured her divorce, she was free to marry her American sweetheart. They tied the knot on April 23, 1939, marking a new chapter in their lives. However, their troubles did not end there. The film industry was not pleased with the news of Power's marriage. His studio head, Sonic, was particularly upset, feeling that his most successful star was now off the market. This tension created an atmosphere of uncertainty around their relationship, as both Power and Annabella had to deal with the fallout from their union in the public eye. The pressures of Hollywood and the expectations of their careers loomed large over their marriage, making it a challenging journey for the couple. Eager to start their new life together, Tyrone Power and his wife faced unexpected challenges. They had dreams of purchasing a beautiful home, a place where they could build their future. However, as they began this journey, Power discovered a harsh reality. He was not in the financial position he believed he was. It turned out that his trusted business manager, Uncle Frank, had been embezzling money from him for years. This betrayal left Power in a dire situation, stripped of the resources he thought he had. The couple's hopes of a comfortable lifestyle were dashed, as they realized they could not afford the home they had chosen later in a twist of fate. It was Annabella, Power's wife, who had to step in and purchase their home. She also had to contribute significantly to maintain the lifestyle they had grown accustomed to. This situation highlighted the struggles they faced as they navigated the complexities of their new life together, all while dealing with the fallout from Power's financial troubles. Despite their marriage lasting 4 years, Tyrone Power and Annabella faced deep struggles with infertility. The couple longed for children, but aside from their adoptive daughter Anne, they were unable to conceive. Power yearned for a son, and this desire left him feeling disheartened and hopeless about their married life. Annabella, too, was devastated by her inability to bear children, which added strain to their relationship. The emotional turmoil was compounded by their lack of loyalty to one another. While Annabella engaged in an affair with Roald Dahl, Power found himself infatuated with Judy Garland. Garland, deeply in love with Power, implored him to leave Annabella, but he never took that step. His commitment to his marriage, despite the challenges, kept him from pursuing a life with Garland. The couple struggles with fidelity, and the pain of unfulfilled dreams created a complex web of emotions that ultimately defined their relationship during those years. With the onset of World War II in 1942, Tyrone Power faced a significant turning point in his life. As the war escalated, he was expected to enlist, and he did so by joining the Marine Corps in 1942. His commitment to serve led him to be commissioned as a second lieutenant in 1943. Power's dedication to his military training was evident as he completed an impressive 180 hours of flying. Following this, he trained at the Corpus Christi Naval Air Station, where he honed his skills further. His hard work paid off when he was promoted to first lieutenant, allowing him to continue flying from 1944 until 1945. However, during this tumultuous time, his marriage to Annabella began to face challenges. Recognizing the strain that the war and his military service placed on their relationship, Power made a conscious decision to strengthen his marriage. He also looked forward to resuming his acting career upon his return from combat. The first film he took on after the war was The Razor's Edge, marking a significant comeback for him in the entertainment industry. This period of his life was marked by both personal and professional challenges, shaping him into the actor and man he would continue to be. Following his discharge from the service, Tyrone Power took on a significant role in the 1946 film The Razor's Edge, which also featured Jane Tierney, Anne Baxter, and John Payne. This film is an adaptation of the novel by W. Somerset Maugham, and it explores deep themes of self-discovery and the search for meaning in life. The movie was well received, earning 4 Academy Award nominations, including Best Motion Picture and Best Actress in a Supporting Role for Anne Baxter. The success of The Razor's Edge was immediate, capturing the attention of audiences and critics alike. Power, recognizing the impact of this achievement, decided to challenge himself further by selecting a more complex role for his next project. He aimed to delve into the passion and depth that the success of The Razor's Edge had inspired in him. This choice reflected his desire to grow as an actor and to explore the emotional range that his craft could offer. Power's post-war career marked a significant evolution in his artistic journey as he sought to embrace roles that would allow him to showcase his talents in new and exciting ways. Fearful of the potential fallout, Darryl F. Zanuck was initially unhappy with Tyrone Power's decision to take on a darker role in the 1947 film Nightmare Alley. Power had built a reputation for portraying sweet and endearing characters, and this new role was a significant departure from his previous work. The film, based on a novel, delved into themes of deception and betrayal, showcasing a much grimmer side of human nature. Despite Zanuck's concerns that this role could tarnish Power's image, he ultimately granted permission for the actor to proceed. Although Nightmare Alley did not achieve financial success at the box office, it garnered critical acclaim, particularly for Power's performance. Critics praised his ability to embody the complex and troubled character, marking a turning point in his career. After the film had been screened for a few weeks and received overwhelmingly positive reviews, Zanuck retaliated against the film's reception by refusing to promote it further and eventually pulling it from theaters. This decision reflected his dissatisfaction with the film's direction and Power's choice to embrace a more challenging role. The tension between the actor and the studio head highlighted the risks involved in an artist's pursuit of more profound and darker narratives. After the war, Tyrone Power and his wife Annabella made sincere efforts to save their marriage, but despite their attempts, they ultimately decided to file for divorce. This decision marked an end to an era for both of them. The couple faced the reality that they were drifting apart, and Annabella later expressed their shared sadness about the situation. She reflected on their relationship, stating that neither of them could pinpoint blame for the separation, saying, "I didn't think then, and I don't know now that it was his fault or mine." As the divorce proceedings unfolded, rumors began to circulate about Tyrone Power's personal life. Allegations suggested that he was not as straight as he appeared, particularly after a 6-week trip to South America with his friend and fellow actor Cesar Romero. This trip fueled speculation and gossip, adding to the complexities of Power's public persona. Following the amicable end of his marriage, Tyrone Power found himself in a position to embrace life as an eligible bachelor, ready to move forward. The couple's decision to part ways was not taken lightly, but it allowed them both to seek new paths in their lives. Upon his return from a 6-week trip to South America with actor Cesar Romero, Tyrone Power quickly caught the eye of the famous actress Lana Turner. Turner was captivated by Power, and while he held a deep affection for her, it appeared that her feelings ran deeper. She openly declared Tyrone Power to be her true love, a sentiment that resonated strongly with her. However, despite the intensity of their romance, Power had no intentions of marrying Turner. This became a significant point of tension in their relationship, especially when Turner discovered she was pregnant with his child in 1947. The situation grew more complicated when Power expressed his reluctance to have children. This revelation led Turner to make the difficult decision to have an abortion, a choice that further strained their already fragile relationship. As the romance began to crumble, it became clear that the love they once shared was now overshadowed by unmet expectations and differing desires for the future. The relationship was on the rocks, and both actors faced the reality of their situation. Flying alone once more, Tyrone Power thought he needed a vacation after his turbulent relationship with MGM darling Lana Turner ended. This breakup reignited his passion for flying, a hobby he had cherished for years. With his pilot training, he took off in his own aircraft, eager to explore the skies once again. His flying partner, Bob Buck, joined him on this adventure, and together they set out on a journey that would take them across Europe and all the way to South Africa. Wherever they went, devoted admirers followed, thrilled to hear that Power was once again single. The freedom of the open sky provided a welcome escape from the pressures of Hollywood. As they soared above breathtaking landscapes, Power found solace and joy in the thrill of flying. The two friends shared laughter and stories, creating memories that would last a lifetime. Each destination brought new experiences, and the excitement of travel fueled Power's spirit. This journey was not just about flying, it was a chance for Power to rediscover himself and embrace the adventures that life had to offer. The skies became his sanctuary, a place where he could leave behind the heartaches of his past and focus on the beauty of the world around him. With every flight, he felt more alive, more connected to his true self, and more ready to face whatever came next. While living in Rome and touring the world, Tyrone Power met Linda Christian, a captivating actress from Mexico. From the moment he laid eyes on her, he was smitten. The allure of Christian was undeniable, and Power found himself falling deeply in love. At that time, he was still entangled with the famous actress Lana Turner, who had been a significant part of his life. One evening, while Power was on the phone with Turner, she expressed her frustration, asking where he had been all evening, and pleading for him to tell her that he loved her. In a surprising twist, Power turned to Christian, who was present, and confessed his love for her instead. This moment of honesty ignited a fierce jealousy in Turner, who was not accustomed to being sidelined. The situation escalated when Power discovered that Turner had been seeing Frank Sinatra during their time apart. The revelation of Turner's infidelity only fueled Power's anger, creating a dramatic love triangle that would leave a lasting mark on all involved. The passion and turmoil of these relationships showcase the complexities of love in the glamorous yet tumultuous world of Hollywood. Getting hitched to Linda Christian was a significant moment in Tyrone Power's life. Despite the chaos surrounding his previous relationship with Lana Turner, Power requested Linda Christian to be his wife. They tied the knot for the second time in 1949, but the day was not without its challenges. The hordes of admirers outside the church created a scene that caused his future wife to arrive late for their wedding. Their marriage, while filled with intense love, faced many difficulties. Over the course of their 8 years together, they encountered several setbacks that tested their bond. In 1951, the couple welcomed a daughter named Romany Francesca Power into the world. However, this joy was shadowed by the heartache of Linda experiencing a total of 3 miscarriages during their marriage. These struggles added strain to their relationship, yet they continued to navigate the complexities of their life together, showcasing the resilience of their love. Assuming more limited roles, the actor's career took a little turn for the worst when he starred in several successful films in the late 1940s, such as The Swashbuckler's Prince of Foxes and The Black Rose. Despite these successes, he boldly chose to participate in the theatrical version of Mr. Roberts at the London Coliseum. This decision stemmed from his growing frustration with the types of parts he had been portraying. He sought to break free from the constraints of his established image and explore new avenues in his craft. However, this choice did not sit well with his new bride, Linda Christian. She was furious with Power, baffled as to why her well-known husband, who could reach a much wider audience through his cinema appearances, would opt for lesser parts aimed at smaller audiences. This conflict highlighted the tension between personal ambition and public expectation, marking a challenging period in Power's career as he navigated the complexities of his artistic desires and the reactions of those closest to him. When Tyrone Power married Linda Christian, the idea of an open marriage was not entirely accurate. Power, who was a prominent actor, had a complicated relationship with Fidelity. During their time together, he suggested to Linda that she should not worry about his affairs, and even encouraged her to find a lover of her own. This advice came as a response to her concerns about his numerous infidelities. As reports of Power's unfaithfulness circulated, Linda took his words to heart and began dating English actor and director Edmund Purdom. Their daughter, Stephanie Power, was born in 1953, but the arrival of their child did not mend the rift in their marriage. The couple struggled to maintain their relationship amidst the turmoil of Power's lifestyle and the pressures of Hollywood. Ultimately, their differences proved too great, and they divorced in 1955, marking the end of a tumultuous chapter in both their lives. Tyrone Power's sexuality has been a topic of speculation for many years. While he publicly identified as straight, his relationships and friendships suggest a more complex sexual orientation. Power was married 3 times and had numerous romantic relationships with women, which might lead one to assume he was entirely heterosexual. However, he was often seen in the company of well-known gay performers, which adds layers to his personal life. His close friendships with figures like Cesar Romero, composer Lawrence Hart, comedian Bob Monkhouse, actor Errol Flynn, and fashion critic Mr. Blackwell indicate that he had intimate connections with men as well. Additionally, there were rumors of a relationship with an unidentified technician at 20th Century Fox. These associations, combined with his ongoing relationships with women, lead to the reasonable assumption that Tyrone Power was likely bisexual. His life reflects a nuanced understanding of sexuality that transcends simple labels, revealing a man who navigated the complexities of love and attraction in a time when such matters were often hidden. During a memorable Christmas celebration, British actor David Neen hosted a gathering that included some of Hollywood's biggest stars. Among them was Tyrone Power, who found himself in a rather amusing predicament. Neen encouraged Power to don a Santa suit for the festivities, a suggestion that Power took to heart, albeit with a bit of liquid courage. Having consumed some scotch beforehand, he felt a mix of excitement and anxiety about performing for the children present. As Power made his way to Neen's lawn, he inadvertently wandered into a sprinkler, which soaked him unexpectedly. This mishap added to his nervousness, but he pressed on, determined to entertain the kids. However, the children were not shy about their observations. Some remarked on his terrible breath, a consequence of his earlier drinking. Despite the challenges, Power continued to embrace his role as Santa, bringing a unique charm to the event. The incident became a humorous anecdote, showcasing the lighter side of Hollywood's elite during a festive gathering. In 1953, Tyrone Power took on the role of Mark Fallon in the film Mississippi Gambler. This project came at a tumultuous time in his personal life, as he was in the process of divorcing his wife Linda Christian, with the divorce finalized in 1955. The couple had initially been set to star together in the film, which added a layer of complexity to the situation. Many speculated that Power's decision to proceed without Christian was a way to provoke her, highlighting the tensions in their marriage. Unfortunately for Christian, she lost the role to Piper Laurie, an actress who outperformed her during the audition. This turn of events was particularly painful for Christian, as she believed that Power had not stood up for her during the casting process. The dynamics of their relationship were further strained by the fact that Power's wife felt unsupported in a moment that could have been a significant opportunity for her career. The casting of Laurie opposite Power in Mississippi Gambler became a point of contention, illustrating the personal and professional challenges that often intertwine in the lives of actors. The film itself, while a notable entry in Power's filmography, became a backdrop to the unfolding drama of his marriage and the choices made during a difficult time. The emotional weight of these events lingered, affecting both Power and Christian as they navigated their careers and personal lives. After 2 marriages and a series of extramarital encounters, Tyrone Power found himself yearning for something more fulfilling in his personal life. Despite having an adopted daughter and 2 biological daughters, he felt a deep desire to have a son of his own. This longing made him hesitant to enter into another marriage, especially after experiencing the pain of 2 unsuccessful unions. However, everything changed when he met Deborah Jean Smith. Smith, known for her free spirit and previous relationship with rock and roll icon Elvis Presley, captured Power's heart. Their connection blossomed, leading to their wedding in 1958. Power was filled with hope, as he believed that this union would bring him the son he so desperately wanted. Just a few months after they exchanged vows, Smith revealed that she was pregnant, fulfilling Power's dream of expanding his family. This new chapter in his life brought a sense of excitement and anticipation as he looked forward to the joys of fatherhood. The unsettling final wishes of Tyrone Power reveal a deep and poignant side to the celebrated actor. His last two desires, shared with his friend Terry Moore, were strikingly personal. Power reportedly expressed a longing for a son, a wish that spoke to his desire for family and legacy. Alongside this, he conveyed a wish to die on stage, a statement that seemed eerie given his robust health at the time. He was preparing to embark on an ambitious new film project that promised to elevate his career even further. Everything appeared to be aligning perfectly for him, especially with the news that his new wife was expecting a child. These remarks, made in a moment of candidness, left a haunting impression, especially considering the bright future that lay ahead of him. The contrast between his vibrant life and these dark wishes adds a layer of complexity to his legacy, making one ponder the thoughts and feelings of a man who seemed to have it all. The weight of such desires lingers, inviting reflection on the nature of life, ambition, and the inevitable end that awaits us all. Tyrone Power's next major undertaking was the epic historical romance Solomon and Sheba, a project that he was deeply involved in through his own production company, Copa Productions. Initially, both Power and Yul Brynner had declined the role of Solomon, but eventually, Power accepted the part, recognizing the film's potential. The film was shot on location in Spain, which added authenticity to the grand story of the legendary figures. Alongside Power, the cast included notable actors such as Gina Lollobrigida, George Sanders, Marisa Pavin, and David Farrar, each bringing their own flair to the film. Filming began in September 1958 and continued for two-thirds of the planned duration, with the goal of completing the project by December 1958. The production aimed to capture the rich history and romance of the biblical tale, showcasing the lavish sets and costumes that were characteristic of epic films of that era. The collaboration of such talented actors and the ambitious vision of Power and his team made Solomon and Sheba a significant entry in the genre of historical cinema. Despite his immense talent and charisma, the pressures of his career began to take a toll on Tyrone Power's health. The demands of playing major roles, coupled with the long hours spent on set, weighed heavily on him. As he took on the additional responsibility of producing a film, the strain became even more pronounced. Power's health started to decline, and he faced the harsh reality of his situation. Doctors warned him that his heart was failing, but he chose to ignore their advice. He was determined to push through, believing that he could manage the situation. During a particularly intense battle scene with co-star George Sanders, Power's body could no longer withstand the pressure. He collapsed on set, and despite the urgency of the situation, he expressed a desire to remain unaware of his condition, saying, "If there's something wrong, I don't want to know." He was quickly rushed to the hospital in the car of actress Gina Lollobrigida, but it was too late. Tyrone Power succumbed to a massive heart attack at the young age of 44. His untimely death left a significant void in the film industry, and his role in the movie was eventually taken over by his friend and fellow actor, Burt Lancaster. His dreams were deeply intertwined with his life as an actor. One of Tyrone Power's last desires was to pass away on a movie set, a place that had been central to his identity. In a poignant twist of fate, it was on a film set that his wife, Deborah Jean Smith, gave birth to their son, Tyrone Power Jr. This moment symbolized the blend of his personal and professional life, highlighting the importance of cinema in his existence. After his untimely death, his wish to be buried in Hollywood Forever Cemetery was honored, allowing him to rest in a place that held significant meaning for him. Tyrone Power left behind not only a loving wife and 3 children but also a circle of friends who mourned his loss. Among them was Cesar Romero, who spoke at his burial, reflecting the deep connections Power had forged throughout his life. These relationships and his final wishes paint a picture of a man who cherished both his family and his craft, leaving a lasting legacy in the hearts of those who knew him. As we wrap up our exploration of Tyrone Power's illustrious career, it's time to dive into a hidden gem that showcases his undeniable charm and talent, the 1950 classic, The Black Rose. This swashbuckling adventure film transports us to the exotic landscapes of the East, where Power stars as the dashing and adventurous Marco Polo. In The Black Rose, Power's character embarks on a thrilling journey filled with romance, intrigue, and the quest for fortune. The film is not just a visual feast with its stunning cinematography and vibrant costumes. It also features a captivating storyline that intertwines love and loyalty against a backdrop of political strife. What makes this film particularly special is Power's magnetic performance, where he effortlessly balances the roles of a fearless warrior and a tender lover, leaving audiences both enchanted and on the edge of their seats. So, grab your popcorn and get ready to relive the excitement as we delve deeper into The Black Rose, exploring the unique elements that make this film a standout in Tyrone Power's filmography. You won't want to miss the fascinating anecdotes and behind-the-scenes insights that bring this classic to life. The Black Rose, a 1950 film, offers a blend of adventure, humor, and romance that resonates with audiences seeking a nostalgic cinematic experience. The film transports viewers to exotic locales, capturing the essence of old-time action adventures that evoke memories of sneaking into local movie theaters as a child. The vibrant storytelling, combined with rousing action sequences, creates an engaging atmosphere that many find delightful. Orson Welles, in the role of Bayan of the Thousand Eyes, is often highlighted as the standout performer, bringing a magnetic presence to the screen. His portrayal, while occasionally critiqued for its theatricality, adds a layer of intrigue to the film. Jack Hawkins also delivers a commendable performance, contributing to the film's overall charm. The chemistry among the cast, particularly in the romantic subplots, adds depth to the narrative, making it an enjoyable watch for those who appreciate a mix of genres. However, not all reviews are entirely positive. Some viewers express discomfort with certain casting choices, particularly the portrayal of a Chinese character by a Mexican actor, which can be disorienting and detracts from the film's authenticity. Additionally, Orson Welles' use of a fake nose has been noted as a distraction, making it challenging for some to fully immerse themselves in the story. Tyrone Power's appearance has also drawn criticism, with some suggesting he looks significantly older than his actual age, which may affect audience perception of his character's believability. The film's dialogue has been another point of contention, particularly regarding the French actress's performance, which some found unintelligible. This aspect can hinder the viewer's connection to the characters and the overall narrative flow. Despite these criticisms, many still find the film to be a charming escapade that stands the test of time, leaving audiences with a sense of satisfaction and nostalgia. In conclusion, The Black Rose is a film that encapsulates the spirit of adventure and romance, appealing to those who enjoy classic storytelling. While it faces some criticisms regarding casting and dialogue, the overall experience remains enjoyable for many. The film's ability to evoke a sense of joy and nostalgia is a testament to its enduring appeal, making it a noteworthy entry in the realm of adventure